Morning. I've chosen a book to read to you today. It's by Ian Whybrow and it's called Stinky. And it's about how everybody's different, just be yourself, and it's about making friends. By bend in the river lived a beautiful, smelly baby warthog. His mum and dad were very proud of him and they called him Stinky. They wanted him to make friends and just be happy. The crocodiles lived on one side and the monkeys lived on the other side, and right across the river lived the little birds. One day, Mrs. Crocodile knocked on the door and she said, "My baby wants to play with your baby. But tell me, is your baby rough?" Mrs. Warthog smiled and she said, "Oh no, my baby's never rough." So Stinky went to play next door with the baby crocodile. He played very, very gently. But then, because he was so stinky, a little bit smelly, down came the tickly quickly flies. They tickled their ears and tickled their eyes. So the crocodile bit his teddy, bashed the table and crashed the chairs. His teeth went snap, his tail went wee, and down fell the pictures 1, 2, 3. And Mrs. Crocodile was very cross and she said to Stinky, "Look what you've done. Go away, you are much too rough to play." So Stinky, the beautiful smelly baby, was sent home in disgrace. Still, next day there was another knock at the door. It was Mrs. Monkey, and she said, "My babies would like your baby to come to tea. But tell me, has your baby got nice table manners?" Mrs. Warthog smiled and she said, "Oh yes, my baby has got lovely table manners." So Stinky went next door to have tea with the baby monkeys. He was on his best behaviour, but he was very smelly. And down came the quickly tickly flies. They tickled their ears and tickled their eyes. Cups and plates flew through the air and drinks went flying everywhere. The 3 little monkeys went jumping and squealing, and jelly and custard got stuck to the ceiling. Mrs. Monkey was very, very cross and she said to Stinky, "Look at this mess. You can't stay. Bad-mannered monkey, go away." So Stinky, the beautiful smelly baby, was sent home in disgrace. For a long time it seemed that Stinky would not find a friend. Then one day there came a little teeny tap at the door, and it was Mrs. Little Bird. "My baby would like your baby to come and play," she said. "But tell me, is your baby a good baby?" Mrs. Warthog looked very anxious and she said, "I think he's a very good baby. But Mrs. Crocodile says he's rough and Mrs. Monkey says he's bad-mannered, and they sent him home in disgrace." Mrs. Little Bird did a hop and a jump. "I can see he's very beautiful," she said. "But tell me, is he always smelly?" "Always," said Mrs. Warthog proudly. "Right," said Mrs. Little Bird, "send him over." So Stinky went across the river to play with baby Little Bird. They played happily for hours and hours. They played trains, planes, doctors and jungle monopoly. But then down came the tickly quickly flies. They tickled their ears and tickled their eyes. "Oh no," cried Stinky, "I must leave this place, for very soon I shall be in disgrace." Poor Stinky, he was terribly upset. "I am rough," he sobbed. "I am bad-mannered." "Not to us," smiled Mrs. Little Bird. "You don't need to go away. My little baby would love you to stay. You are a beautiful, smelly baby, and what a good thing you are so smelly," she smiled. And all of a sudden, with a snip, snap, snup, the baby bird ate up all the flies. Baby Little Bird flapped her wings with joy. "Yum, yum," she sang. "Can you come and play again tomorrow?" And that is how the beautiful smelly warthog found a friend. Hope you're all enjoying the sunshine today. Hope you're all staying safe, and I hope you enjoyed your story. Bye.